Hello there, everyone. Welcome to another session of Scattered Sagas, the Howling Mists. I hope everyone is doing okay. We had a week off, which means that we completely forgot about how characters work and what we are doing. So let's try and figure that back out together. First of all, just a couple of introductions. I am Simao. I am playing the Dungeon Master and all the NPCs, and including Strahd and all the strange ghosts in the Death House.
And I am Stick, and I play Keith, our resident fighter that cannot stay alive for the love of them.
I'm Odrada, and I play Eureka, the local ranger.
And I am Afonso, and I'll be playing Vrana, our wizard,
Right.
and Pia.
So let's jump right in with what happened last time. So you continued your journey through the Death House, this time going a little bit underground, as it were, to discover that there are many horrors hidden there, apparently, including zombies and Greeks and shadows on a strange statue the two of you touched, and a mimic for some reason. And you had a couple of very tough fights, but eventually you made your way down to the very bottom of the basement of the death house, and you found a prison, first of all, an area that resembles some sort of reliquary full of strange offerings. And entering the main chamber and the source of the chanting that you were hearing, that was then understood to be "He is ancient, he is the land," you found that there were a bunch of ghosts or spirits there, and a strange creature that sort of appeared to be made out of countless and countless bodies put together in some sort of way. Had all of these mouths, all of these arms and eyes and everything that made combat quite terrifying, complicated, and confusing. But through sheer perseverance, you managed to destroy this monster. So you didn't have to sacrifice anything or anyone in order to sort of quiet down the chanting. And that's where we're going to pick up. You guys have just finished killing this creature. And what you do figure out, what you do see is that all of the spirits just kind of dissipate. The chamber for the very first time is silent, and it is an odd feeling after the last, like, I'm going to say 3-4 hours. You have basically always heard a humming, and then always heard this murmur. And then obviously for about a minute, you heard just horrible screams fill this chamber. And now you are, for the very first time, quiet, and the only sound you hear is the sound of your own breath, gasps, sighs. So, yeah. I would like everyone to roll me a perception check to start with.
I am technically
yeah.
still unconscious.
Yes, that's what I
so-
was going to say. First things first, I'm just going to not hand you, but feed you a healing potion. Force a healing potion down your throat, basically. No. No, just the liquid part. Yes. No.
It's can
So that would be like 2d4, right?
Plus 2.
So that is the. So that's 5 plus 2, 7.
Thank
Four,
you.
4 and a 1.
Nice.
And Yeah, as that happens, and as you start to wake up, you'll see me just basically telling you, like, all right, Kiss, the monster is done. We gotta go. And yeah.
Keith just opens their eye on the floor, doesn't jolt up or anything, just opens their eyes and looks at the ceiling. Then closes them back again, lets out a long, almost annoyed sigh.
No, 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 no! Don't die on me now, and I'll start slapping you. No, 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 no! Stop! Wake up! This is supposed to work.
He's gonna like grab your hand after a couple of slaps and be like, I'm awake. I'm awake. And he's gonna slowly sit up. I suppose covered in blood. I don't remember exactly how he died. They went unconscious. If it was a bite or anything else.
Must have been.
So yeah, I suppose they have weirdly darker than usual blood caked all over their clothes and face. But
I suppose while
their feet.
that is happening, then I'd say Rico, roll me a perception check.
Mm.
You'd be the only one not involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
19.
19.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now that the chamber is quiet, you don't necessarily like hear this, but you suddenly feel, particularly because you're in this shallow water, you feel that there is a sort of rhythmic there's kind of like almost like you feel like you're ever so slightly going, the water's ever so slightly going up your leg and then down your leg, just ever so slightly. There's just a rhythmic sort of pulsing to it. Yeah, it always goes up to the same point of your leg, it always goes down to the same point of your leg.
Guys, maybe it's like a smart decision to get out of the water now. It's full with corpses, for one, and second, do you feel that?
Feel what?
The water's doing something dodgy.
Oh. Yeah, it's almost like, huh.
Do we hear maybe like a distant splashing that might indicate that there's something getting inside the water and then being pulled out repeatedly, or is it just quiet?
Roll me a perception check. With advantage, I'll say, because you are aware that something is happening.
Perception 21.
21. You kind of focus your senses into what's happening. You don't hear any splashing. You don't get any indication that anything specifically is making the water rise in a conventional way that you're looking for.
Have you guys ever heard of water braiding? What is going on here?
Is that what that feels like? Well, I don't know. We still need to find the barrels, I mean.
You know what, at this point, the barrels can stay here. I don't really care.
I mean,
this point,
there
they
can't be
get
anything
something.
worse. There can't be anything worse than this. in
Well, now
here.
you've jinxed it. Thanks.
Yeah,
I mean,
Rana, there can always be some.
well, okay, yeah. Of course, there can be something worse. Everyone's heard of dragons, for example. There are a lot of things that can be worse, but stuff of legends. I mean, this is not even real.
You know, sometimes I feel like you give the universe ammo against us. And right now, I feel you're making it 10 times worse.
Okay. I'll shut up. What do you want to do then?
Get out of the water.
There's no really other way out of the place, though.
Go back the same way.
It's through the water.
Well, I'm currently in the water, so
What about where the thing was, the monster was? Do you think there's something in there?
I mean, only one way to find out. I'm a little worse for wear, but sure. And they're gonna start walking towards where the place where the abomination spawned.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Mm.
I suppose the pile of bones is no longer there.
Roll me an investigation check with advantage because you're getting help.
Oh, I already had advantage.
Great.
Yeah. Ugh, this Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't forget you still have
Yay.
inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Also, I'm gonna rate this just in case because I feel like I'm gonna roll like shit. It's a 18 plus 3, 21 again. 21.
Nice. You approach this alcove where the creature came from, and you notice that there are very, very sort of torn apart, nearly disintegrated various pieces of clothing, of cloth, very rusted bits and bobs of armor. Like unusable. And you do notice that there are various bits of kind of like iron and wood kind of put together. And in with the 21, within a couple of those, you do see that there are fragments of what could resemble a golden windmill engraved on wood.
But they're just fragments of wood.
Yeah. Everything's kind of torn apart.
All
Pick
right.
it up. It's proof.
Also, like, I don't remember if we all saw it or if only Vrana saw it. I don't know if he said to everyone else. Because, like, there was Walter was the name of the baby. It was, there was a baby skeleton
Yeah, the
on
body.
top of the whole thing. Is it still there? Can we just...
Very much so. It's kind of like morphed into the larger mass of the beast, of the monster.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a baby.
Yeah, we can try and cut it out.
Do we want to also put this one to rest?
I would maybe do that, yeah. Maybe with Thorn. He was quite small.
question though, we haven't found a fifth, grave.
Yeah, that's also true. We can put him with his mother.
Which is still in the suitcase.
Yeah, I mean, but at least they'll be together. I don't know what to tell you. Nothing here makes sense, okay? We came here looking for crates. I guess we found them. Do we want to take care of the baby, or... I mean, at this point, it's really the same for me. I just want to get out.
I honestly couldn't care less. Let's grab the wooden pieces of whatever's left of the barrels and
There you go.
leave. Rico, I don't know what to do. About the baby.
What was that? I didn't hear it.
We were discussing whether or not to also bury the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave it there.
I don't know. Cutting out the baby also seems like some form of sacrilege.
Yeah, it doesn't look good either way, right?
Besides,
Well, let's just go then.
yeah, and also, if we were to give him to his mum, who is right now stuffed in a suitcase, she would see him kind of dismembered, so I don't know if that would cause her to get even angrier.
We can try and bury both of them outside, right?
We could.
I mean, also she was dismembered as well, so it
Yeah.
wouldn't really be her place to judge
Yeah,
her
there
child
you
also
go.
be dismembered.
I mean, mothers can be weird.
I wouldn't know.
Okay, so maybe we do the right thing and take whatever pieces of the baby we can. Ugh, I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, maybe one of you would be able to do it. I don't think I'm able to, but maybe you can try and take and separate the baby from the rest of the fleshy bits.
Or we could
Mm.
burn the whole fleshy bit. Cremation is putting bodies to rest, right?
You know what? I like that idea. I don't want to lug a dead bleeding baby around.
Yeah. Well, the most of it. Well, actually, it would be burning because of alchemical fire.
Would this still be
So-
on?
Great question. I
Yeah.
think it lasts for a minute, so I'm going to say it's still kind of just about burning. Just going to end soon.
Okay, Vrana, this is your expertise. Time to incinerate it.
All right.
Also, well, I have some.
Yeah, I'll get
oil.
some lamp oil. Splash it around, mostly like around the baby parts, because that's really the
Mhm.
parts that I'm worried about, and I'll chuck a firebolt at it.
Great. I'm not going to make you roll to hit.
Yeah.
You shoot a firebolt. It impacts the lump of flesh, basically, that is the diseased monster. And it starts burning. It stinks. It
Mhm.
stinks in here now. Or it's starting to stink as this amalgamation of flesh is just getting burnt. And yeah, it's not pleasant.
Yeah. Well, may they rest in as much peace as they can. Are we good? Can we go?
Barrel fragments. Retrieve.
No fragments. As many as we can.
Those that are recognizable, I guess.
Yes,
These
the
ones have
pieces
to
with
be
the
the ones.
windmill signs and all of that.
Well, let's go.
Yeah. Towards the exit.
Okay. You make
While
your.
we walk, I think Heath is gonna down another potion of healing because I only have 7 hit points and I am out of second wind.
Sure. Roll a 2d4 plus 2.
That's it. Another 7. That's good.
Another 7. Nice.
Nice. Almost
right.
full HP.
You make your way towards the reliquary here. Is there anything you'd like to do while in the reliquary?
Remind me again. It's basically just sacrificed almost chunks of things, right?
Yeah.
Nothing really seems of value. More like symbolic.
Sorry, I literally just lost all sound there.
Oh, okay. So nothing really looks valuable here, right? Everything just sounds. Nope, you're not. Technical problems.
I'm good.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
like My Little Pony rendition
I
of
liked your
technical
little,
problems?
yeah, I liked your little jingle. It was nice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was asking if anything looked slightly-ish valuable, or if everything just looked like I don't know, sacrifices or something, because everything kind of looked icky from what I remember, but it's been 2 weeks.
That is a good expression for it. Yes. Nothing appears to have any like considerable monetary value. It's all seems to be all very symbolic.
Yeah, very icky.
So, yeah, definitely icky. So, continue to move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Heath is
Right.
just gonna go upstairs without really stopping.
Yeah, just try to get to the front door.
Are you not stopping anywhere?
I guess in the room where the chest with the corpse inside.
Yeah. Do we want to burn the corpse as well?
Yeah, I think that would be
Burn
best.
the whole
No?
house down,
Yeah.
honestly.
Let's burn the corpse as well.
Let me move you to the different map then. And yeah, you make your way all the way back up into the house, and you do enter the room with all the pieces of cloth and over furniture, and inside the chest there is still the body of a woman.
Or do we want to bring the corpse to the ghost?
No, I wouldn't do that. Doesn't sound. I mean, I don't want to carry any corpses, but that's on you.
Me either.
I mean, she is.
Dump her in a fireplace and.
She's apparently a victim, so we can try and. That's the least that we can do. Like burning her body. It's at least nothing else can happen to her physically, I'd say.
Would it be disrespectful to burn it inside an oven or something?
I think so. Yeah, I would say so.
It'd be easier to lit on fire.
At the same time, Is there a lot of wood, like in the structure of the house?
The floors are made of wood.
Yeah, so maybe not burn her inside. Or maybe at the same time, we could burn this place to the ground. I mean, I couldn't care
I
less.
am in
I
favor.
vote yes.
Yeah, okay, so let's just burn the shit. Whatever.
All right. Kiss is gonna grab the oil that it's in their pack and just pour it a bunch of it in the chest with the body, and then make a little trail, I guess, and splash it around a little bit.
Yeah. May she find her son, I guess.
The I
Sure.
guess is beautiful.
No, the I guess is I don't know if it would be better, to be honest, seeing how her son ended up. Thus the I guess. I don't know what would be better. What would she find?
I mean, I suppose when souls depart, souls are whole, or they should be.
Are they? I don't know.
Do you think when your leg gets hacked off in a war, you just end up in some other realm as a ghost with your leg hacked off?
That is a wonderful question. I'll have to get back on that. I really have no idea. Didn't ever thought about it, really. But yeah, it's a good question.
I feel like
Points for that.
I don't know how I know this, but I think resurrecting spells fix injuries, so maybe the soul is whole.
Yeah, makes sense.
Isn't
I
that a
don't know
little
how I know this.
transphobic?
What?
I mean, no.
Would being resuscitated fix your circumcision?
Yeah, there you go.
It probably would.
And whatever else.
I apologize.
A very
It
strange
is.
turn.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, miss. We're about to burn you, and we shouldn't be talking about these things. I hope your soul rests with Walter. There you go.
That works.
That works. Let's do it then.
Are you shooting? Are you setting the corpse to flame with the intention of also setting the house on fire?
No,
Maybe-
just the corpse if the house happens. I mean, I think, but please do talk.
Someone else, please talk.
Keys did splash oil anywhere they could because they do want to burn the house down.
Yeah, but see, I think we should, leave the house.
That's why I made the trail on the floor.
Yeah.
So we can't be far away from where the most oil is.
How
Okay,
far
so
away
if
from an exit?
A lot.
About 3
Like-
levels.
I
3
hope
levels
that
up.
there's a lot of oil left.
That's gonna take a lot to kindle, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not explosive or anything. It just burns a little for a while, and then wood burns as well. I don't know. Please don't have me make these decisions. It's a lot for a single day.
I forgot you were the baby of the group. Time
Yeah,
to set this bitch aflame.
that I can do. And we can maybe do a trail up to like the top of the stairs or something, and I can try and
Yeah, as
set
long
it
as I have
ablaze.
my flask.
Yeah, I'll also use all of mine.
Oh, I mean, I will say that you can definitely have enough to go from the room where she is until probably gonna say
Because like to go back outside, we need to go to the 3rd floor and then all the way back again, right?
well, you are in the attic, so you only need to go down.
Yeah, we
Oh,
only need to go down. Yeah.
You need to make your way to the 3rd floor and then down the spiral staircase.
I thought we were actually down here.
No, you are up, up, up.
Up,
That
up.
fixes a lot of problems. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And from as far as we can, I'll set it ablaze, I guess.
Great. You I'm gonna say you are like at the entrance of the attic,
Mm-hmm.
and you shoot your firebolt. The fire starts to travel along the oil, reaches the body, and it continues to burn. Rika and Kiss.
Uh-oh.
As this happens, because of your passive perception, there seems to be in the room that you are in, you didn't particularly pay attention in the previous room because you were having a discussion, but in this room, it seems to be that the walls are getting ever so far away from you and then ever so closer. Sort of in the same rhythm as the water was coming up and down.
Great, now it's the house itself that's breathing. Is this a giant house-shaped mimic? Was it just not the door?
Hmm.
Maybe
What
it
do you
was a good
mean?
idea to burn it.
Yeah, should we sprint downstairs? I don't.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, at least going downstairs, we don't have to worry about smoke.
As the fire starts to spread, the three of you at this point, notice that the walls are expanding and contracting a little bit faster every time.
Uh-oh. Yeah, let's go. Let's get
Yeah.
out.
You make your way to the 3rd level. I'm going to need a group check, please.
Oh,
So
boy.
everyone roll me a d20.
Okay.
Just the 20? No.
Which one?
D20.
Which one? Which one?
You want to get above 10.
18 again.
14.
Great.
1.
A 1.
A 1.
I get to roll the deciding dice then.
Yeah.
Brother, now!
I rolled a 12, so it's a success.
Yeah.
The walls of the house continue to expand and contract ever faster. You continue to make your way down to 2nd level. I am going to need another group check. This time you are trying to beat a 15.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
boy.
Ooh, 14.
It's a 2.
Oh no. 15.
Rika, you
It's
do
a
have
group
inspiration
check.
still that you could use.
Yeah, I'm using it. Oh, okay.
I also
maybe
have it. I can give it to Stick.
Mhm.
Can you?
I rolled
You
a 2.
can give inspiration out.
Yeah, I can force your reroll, I think. So
Start 2,
Mm-hmm.
Rika. Well,
Yep.
so 14.
This is not an ability check, so I cannot use my thing. It's
It is
a
not.
10. It's a 10.
Okay, so as you are making your way down to the second level, you do firstly notice the pristine sort of appearance that the house had on the second level is gone. There is dust accumulated here. The walls, all of a sudden, as you make your way down from the third to the second level, the walls themselves seem to have rotted years, like decades, perhaps even centuries. It is brittle. You can see kind of wood bits through the plaster. As you kind of like are making your way down, Rika, you probably noticed this because I'm going to say you were taking point. These doors over here, they're gone. Instead of them, there are these just running scythes that are going in and out of the door, completely replacing the doorway with scythes that are just passing through. You notice that is happening on this door and on this door as well. All of the doors appear to have gone, and they are now these scythes in the passageway. I want everyone to roll me a perception check or investigation.
Mm-hmm.
And this is specifically about hearing.
I'm gonna take the investigation, please. Porco di quel signore di buono. I'm sorry for anyone that knows Italian. That was a very bad thing to say. One was a natural 20. It's here. The one that rolled on the floor, I don't know.
Okay. Well, that counts.
I have an 18.
18.
I have a 12.
12. I suppose you all noticed this then. The walls, the walls appear to be sort of brittle enough that you could perhaps burst through them. You could take the walls down. However, those of you that rolled high enough, in this case, I'm going to say it was Rika and Kiss, there is definitely the sound of tapping from within the walls. And those of you that I'm going to say probably Rika, you would clock this. It sounds very similar to when you have rats on your ceiling.
Oh.
And it seems,
no.
and you can just hear it all over the walls, under the floor, on the floorboards. Like, it's everywhere. It's just surrounding you. Once again, you are just surrounded by a cacophony of sounds. And with the sounds of the scythes passing through, Verana and, well, I'm going to say everyone notices as well, that all the windows that are in the rooms that you can see through the scythes, they seem to be boarded up. Suddenly.
I see.
With that information, what would you like to do?
But we can still try and go down, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like, there's nothing on the staircase. You can definitely make your way down.
Vaulting downstairs.
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah, that's
running.
like, yeah, that's a safe move. I don't want to stay here.
Kiss
All right.
is just gonna like start running downstairs, like jumping, missing some steps, like jumping down three steps, and at a certain point he's gonna like slide on the railing to go down a little bit faster.
Nice.
Just
Yeah.
bolting.
I'm sorry, I'm imagining his ass full of splinters right now.
Yeah. Just splinters and soot.
Fine.
Like dust.
Fine.
Basically.
Okay, which takes us to the first floor, where the only exit you know of into this, in and out of this house, and you have in front of you a set of double doors with, slashing scythes. Now, I'm going to say this. You can, so to go through them, it is a dexterity check. It is a dexterity acrobatics check. to go through them without damage. You can, if you wish, spend some time to study the blades, to see if there's any pattern, in which case you can make an intelligence check. Or you can try and bust through the walls. That is also a possibility.
Nah, fuck that. I'll try to pass through.
I was gonna
I'm not
say if
staying
I could
here.
try, like, how are they moving? Like, I'm not really visualizing the thing.
So they
Are they
are
like
moving.
guillotine kind of thing, or are they?
No,
moving
they are sort of like imagine they are perpendicular to the floor, and there's like several of them that are just going like through in and out of the doorway, basically.
Okay.
Oh,
They're going a slightly different patterns, so you could try and go through the space of one of them when the scythe is not there. So that's what you're trying to take time to decide.
Ah, okay, I see.
Okay. So
So
there
it's-
wouldn't be anything that Kiss would like be able to wrap their whip around to hold one still.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Sure. Why not? I guess.
Odie, you were going to say something?
No, I forgot.
That's fair.
Oh no. Sad. What would I roll? Just
Vrana, are you waiting for this to happen?
I'll say most likely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm panicking.
Okay.
Pacing from one side to the other.
Kiss, roll me an attack first of all with your whip to see if you manage to grab onto it.
let's say dirty 20.
Great. You manage to take a second. You launch your whip and you wrap it around sort of the pole of the scythe. I'm going to need you to roll me a strength check.
My strength is not. Gonna use my thing.
Use the thing.
Would this count as an ability check that uses a skill? So my skills are only persuasion, performance, and yada yada, right?
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
I will say that you're rolling a athletics check. There you go. So you can use any bonuses that you have as well.
On.
That's a 9.
What's your strength score?
It's a 0.
Score, not modifier. So it's probably 10. Then 10 or 11.
Oh yeah, my score is 11.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so what the other two see is that Keese launches the whip, wraps itself around the pole of one of the scythes, and all of a sudden, Kiss is just yanked towards the door. The two of you have a split second to make a athletics check with disadvantage if you wish to. On a fail, you are going to be pulled with. So it's just whether you react enough to grab onto Kiss and try to hold him in place. It is not an easy check, I will say this, because it's the body of an individual getting pulled by a mechanism.
Okay, can I... Shit. Can I help Rika so she rolls normally?
If you're both going for it, one of you can roll with a normal roll.
Okay, and what should I roll?
This will be an athletics check.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll help you, and I'll be going for it as well.
Yeah, you're kind of both going at the same time, so you
yeah.
match each other. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shit!
It was just in case the one of you decided not to go for it.
Yeah.
It's like that is advantage.
That is an 19.
19.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
There you go.
I'm gonna roll as well. That's contentment. Great. Yeah, you just see Kiss start to get pulled, and all of a sudden, Rika, you just like grab onto the belt, and Vrana, I'm gonna say that you just like almost latch your entire body to the torso, and so you like stop the Kiss from getting pulled into the door. However, you do get the feeling that you can't hold this for long, and you certainly don't think that you can hold the mechanism down, because as soon as anyone lets go, it's either Kiss goes through, two go through, or you just have to let go of the mechanism completely.
Hmm.
Yes, let it go.
My whip.
Fuck your whip.
You're slowly getting pulled just ever so slightly. There's like a trail of dust that's just being like
Yeah.
swept under your feet.
I'm being no help at all.
I'm just imagining Erika holding on to Kiss and then just planting her feet either side of the door.
Yeah.
I
Because you
have
have to
yet
imagine that
another-
like you have like one scythe help in place. There's still like 5 on each side just going.
Yeah.
I have yet another stupid idea.
Oh.
No.
It's not gonna be.
I
It's
mean,
just gonna be my deal. Could it be possible
Could it be possible?
that like the other the other two like go Kiss? Like so, Kiss intentionally uses the even stronger force that's gonna yeet him through the door to actually get him launched on the other side of the scythe.
Yes, you can try. It will be a difficult check. It will be a difficult check because you are kind of at the mercy of when you get released.
Well, it could be a timed thing, I guess.
You could try. You could certainly try it.
I'm gonna kill this character so fucking fast.
Let's go.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be the chaotic player this time around. Kiss is gonna like try to explain their plan to Rika and being like taking these few moments that they're being held in place to try and study the pattern of the movement and be like, when I'm gonna count to 3. At 3, you let me go. All right.
What do you mean?
God, you're gonna be so stupid.
We have to go through one way or the other.
Absolutely.
Let go of the whip on the other side.
Yes.
I can't hold it any longer.
You're not
I
doing
know.
anything, Rana.
I'm doing absolutely nothing here.
Okay, roll me. I'm gonna say you're under tension, so roll me an intelligence check, but with disadvantage on here.
An intelligence check. What's my intelligence? Not great anyway.
I'll say since this is pattern recognition, you can use an investigation check as opposed to
So a
intelligence.
normal roll.
If you have advantage on investigation, then yes.
Yeah. Roll again. Christ, it was better the first time. Nah. Gonna use my d6 again. I can use it twice. I don't think it's gonna
Sure.
help. No, I'm not gonna use it. It's a 3. It's not gonna help. It's
A
a 3 plus 8 is 6. I could get at least a 10. I don't think I can pass it with a 10.
You gonna try it?
I don't know, because the maximum I could get is 12, and I doubt it's a 12 check. Fuck it. I'm gonna try.
Go for it.
No, it's a 10.
You are trying so hard to pick the time to do this, but the fact that you're feeling, well, you feel that Vrana's grasp is completely gone. Like Vrana's just represent right now, but you're feeling that Rika's hold on you is like her arm is like tense, but you feel that she's starting to like shake. So like that, the idea that at any point you can just be launched through about 10 scythes that are just cutting through kind of makes you not being really able to think clearly. So you do not manage to find a good timing, and you are about to get launched. So either you let go of the whip or you're going through.
Fuck it, I'm
Is that-
gonna let go of the whip. My fucking whip,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to buy a new one.
The other two feel that just like Kiss is like making the decision of their lifetime right now about whether to lose the whip or potentially lose their life. So, and on the last second, Rika, you're so sure that they are just going to like jump through, and then you just see the hold on the whip just go as the whip just gets shredded. Kiss, please remove a whip from your inventory.
It would have hurt less if I had to reroll a character.
Do they all just end up in a heap on the floor?
Yeah, as soon as Kiss lets go, the three of you just fall back because of the sheer amount of strength that was maintaining you in place. There's bits of leather from the whip that just get like splattered on you.
Yeah.
It's an absolute massacre.
Eureka's just gonna groan. You're heavier than you seem, man.
Okay, what do we do now?
This is going to
What
be
do
the hardest, like the hardest impacting death of the whole campaign.
Yeah, the whip.
Listen, it was a good whip. It was the MVP of the spider fight. Okay.
This is true. This is true, and of the Greek as well.
It's a very useful tool. Okay.
Yeah.
I am mourning over here. Kiss is gonna scream and punch a wall.
Your fist goes through, most likely.
Rats crawl down.
No, probably all
no.
the rats inside the wall are gonna pour into the room.
Okay, your strength score is 11, which means you do 1 point of damage. So it's not enough to break the wall, but it's definitely like a dent made. As you then just hear skittering, and you feel the skittering like around your, like just feel this the like skittering vibrations on your fist and knuckles.
What do we do now? All doors are like this, right?
I don't know. We break the wall around the door or something. We break through the window.
I don't know as well. What are we supposed to do?
We can break the wall and then run from whatever is in the wall.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
I love this.
But at the same time, we'll have to break multiple walls to get out of here. Because we can break a wall, but we need to get outside still.
Like all doors are like this, right?
All those that you've
Can
seen
we
so
see?
far. Yeah.
We can see through the sides, right? Like
Yeah.
through the... And we have 2 sets of doors here that we can see, or 3.
You have 2 sets of doors. And
And the 2 sets
beyond-
have sides.
beyond the sides, you just see more scythes.
Yeah, there you go. I guess we'll have to
We could
fight.
try-
There's no other way. I won't be able to get through this.
We could try to jam them with something that is not my fucking whip.
You've seen what it did to the whip,
My
to the
whip is
I don't
leather.
know.
We can grab.
Yeah, so am
a
I.
table and throw it there. And throw into the side, so maybe they're gonna get jammed and we can pass through.
Judging by the fact that we are in a room without furniture, I think that would be a hard call.
The stairs is made of wood. We can break apart the stairs.
If you can break them apart, so can the scythes.
You're the smart guy. Come up with an idea.
I never asked for this. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what am I supposed to do here? Come up with
At
an
least
idea?
I am spitting out ideas.
I mean, when we look through the like these doors, do we see the windows on the other side?
Yeah.
And they're open.
Well,
Actually, I broke one of the windows.
You see where it should be windows. There's just boarded up windows.
Okay, yeah, there you go. But we can see through the doors, right? To
You
the
can see through
outside.
the doors, yeah. Yeah, through here, through this door, you can eventually see the outside, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yep.
Okay,
Like, the
I say we try to break these walls next to the scythes and try to run through that way. I don't know.
Sure. Let's try that. Hopefully there's not gonna be hell pouring out of the walls.
Maybe we, I don't know, ready something just in case. Do we have any more lamp oil or something? No.
I'm out.
Fuck, that's out. Some of the wood from the stairs. That's a good idea. It's brittle. It will burn really fucking fast. I still have a torch or something. We can try.
The only problem is, if it's moldy, it'll choke us to death.
Yeah, that's also true. But it will also choke the thing that it will come out of. Will it
So
be
mutual
rats?
death.
Yeah, mutual death doesn't sound good. Okay.
I'll say Rick and I just hack up the wall, and you run and get ready with whatever spell you have left to kill anything that may come out.
Yeah.
Oh, I
hope
have
everyone's
no
free.
more spells. I have nothing. I'm tapped out. I mean, I can do the fire thing. That's the only thing.
It's enough. Anything that could
It's
kill
enough.
something.
Yeah,
And if it's fleshy enough, you can hit it with your book.
yeah, that's what I'll do. Nice.
Also, sorry, question. All the things that were in the beginning, like the shield upon the fireplace and yada yada, they're not there anymore.
Nope.
Okay.
Everything is aged.
Right. Let's see if I can manage to lose my other weapon. And Kiss is gonna take out the double-bladed saber and start to hit the wall on one side of the door.
And yeah, I'll ready a firebolt.
Okay. Well,
Sorry, which door did we decide to go out from? From the front door, which probably has more sides, or just get out from the windows?
This one, right?
Brana, no. Where did you go?
that's the one I was understanding. So you just go through.
I don't. If you're doing the circulating.
Sorry, I'm on the different. Yeah. This
Okay.
one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's just gonna start hacking there.
Throw in attack, please.
All right. Rika's
Yeah.
helping. So is that an attack with advantage?
The AC is 5, so
Oh wow. Okay.
It's 14.
14 hits. Roll damage, please.
By the way, I really love, I'm not fucking joking, the one roll when I lost the dice under the bed. There were 2 natural 20s, and after that I kept failing everything. It's just fucking karma. Damage is 6 points of lashing.
Great. You slash through the wall. Your scimitar just literally pulls a 5-foot portion of the wall, crumbles. And in the rumble, just a swarm of rats just shoots out towards you. I'm not going to roll initiative for this. We're going to go the 3 of you get an action to do, and then the rats will get something. And we'll go by order of dexterity, which I believe is Rika, Kiss, and Vrana, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check that. Not in my... Yeah. Oh, everyone is... Wow, okay. So 16, 16, 18.
Yeah, I'm quite dexterous.
Everyone's very dexterous in here. In that case. Yeah. So can Vrana and Kiss, can you just roll a d20?
Yeah. Rollies, as the others
yeah.
say. 5.
Great.
Natural 20 again. Jesus fucking
Yeah,
Christ.
there you go.
I hate you. I hate you.
I'm glad that you're using a natural 20s on this one.
Yeah.
Where was
Great.
this wall
Well,
when I needed it?
but there is a firebolt that was ready, as far as I remember.
Yeah, there was.
Mhm.
Please roll your damage.
Just the damage, or do you want me to roll
Sorry,
to hit?
roll to hit, yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. Let me just check something. Yeah, it's a +6. Ooh, it's a 10 to hit.
And just hits, it's the AC.
Oh, great. Amazing. And then it's a 10. And
10
fire
points of damage. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, this bit of the wall crumbles and the rats swarm out, and immediately at least half of them just get obliterated with a firebolt. So very good. The creature is considered bloodied. No, it's not. Sorry. My mistake. Great. Rika, what would you like to do?
Can I slash at them?
Sure.
Let me see. That is an 18 to hit
It's
and a 6 in damage.
great. As you are trying to slash at them, you see that the rats are kind of like moving in and out, and you struggle to get a good strike in. So they are resistant to that type of damage. But you do kill a bunch of them, a few of them, and the creature is now considered bloodied. Anything else?
She's just gonna pull a face and say, "This is fucking disgusting."
Nah.
Kiss?
Also, enter Plague Tale.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Would I have like my 2 attacks, or does it count as my main attack was the one that I did against the wall?
Yeah, let's say that. So you get an extra one, if you wish.
I hate this.
Yeah, it's 19.
Rats on the wall, man. It's great. Hits.
Rats on the wall.
And it's 7 points of slashing damage.
7 points of slashing damage. Great. I will say that once you you kind of like almost instead of slashing at them, you just put the head, because you see how a tough time Rika had to actually get a good slash in. So you kind of like go to the side of the swarm and you plant your blade down, and with the with the like edge, with the long edge of the blade, with the blunt bit of the blade. You just like swat them against the
I'm
side
putting
of the
them. Yeah, exactly.
against the side of the wall, and they just get splattered onto the wall. This particular swarm of rats is dead.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go.
And now there is a 5-foot gap that you can go through.
I'm not sitting here one more second, and she tries to crawl through.
Great.
Yeah, same. All right. Rinse and repeat. Let's do it again.
Great.
Towards here, right?
Yes, correct. I'm going to take exactly. Well, I'm going to assume you take the exact same course of action.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Kiss, you can deal more than 5 points of damage to a wall. So you break that particular bit of wall, and another swarm of rats just shoots out. Since you're rinsing and repeating, Vrana, please, firebolt.
Doesn't hit. It's a 9.
It does not hit. And the other two can also roll to hit. And then if you roll above a 10, roll your damage.
Mhm.
Oof.
To do fast combat in D&D.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Hits, roll damage.
I'm doing
That's a
7.
9.
9 points of damage, nice.
For me, it's another 7 slashing damage because I rolled a
Ooh,
17 plus stuff.
nice. -7. Yeah, the two of you. Hang on, because all of that is technically -5 and -4. Because they're all resistant. So the two of you slash at the rats, kill a bunch of them. There is a firebolt shot astray, and the swarm of rats is going to move onto the same square of Kiss, and they are going to attack. So
I'm getting the plague.
does a 7 hit you?
No.
Great. Everyone rolls a hit with your
Okay.
particular weapons, as these enemies are trying to bite at Kiss, but they can't get through the armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's,
get close and I'm a bonk.
You're gonna bonk,
Natural
right?
20.
Nice. So I'm gonna say Rika, you are here as well. Dead.
And that's an 11 to hit. And it's a crit.
It's 11 damage.
Yeah.
Vrana, your bonk. What do you get?
16.
Nice. Sorry, I'm just moving stuff so I can actually like. 16 hits, roll damage as well, and Kiss.
I rolled a 24 to hit and 11 points of slashing damage.
22 and Vrana.
3.
22, 25. Half of 25 is 13. Yeah. The three of you, as the rats try to like swarm at Kiss, you just slash, bonk, kill everything that moves. And eventually, Kiss, you're, I'm going to say up to your knees, just covered in rat blood. Absolutely covered in rat blood.
As it should
But-
be.
Completely getting mixed out with all the other blood that's still on
Yeah.
my clothes from the beginning of this adventure.
But what I will say is that with that, out of combat, and the path to outside the house is free.
Running,
Yeah, and out we
sprinting
go.
out there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You rush out into the outside, and now that we're no longer on this map, you rush to the outside, and you kind of like drop down from the sort of small race that you had to go through, and you take a moment to sort of catch your breath. You look back into the house, and you just see that the entire structure is expanding and contracting, and there is a rumble in the entire house, a rumble under your feet, under your hands, those of you that are just like looking up, and the house just tilts to one side, and then the other side drops down, and then the whole building just gets consumed by the earth as it just crumbles. An entire block just crumbles, burrows into the earth. And as it does that, it just disappears. The earth around it just kind of moves to take over whatever space or hole it would be left by the house. And you notice that you are in a forest, no longer a village, no longer a collection of buildings that you were when you entered this place. So like a woods that is unfamiliar to the three of you. Everyone roll me a perception check really quickly.
That's a natural one.
Yeah. A net 3 for a 5 as well.
That's an 8.
The sight of this structure going down into the earth just kind of pulls you off. And you are kind of like trying to get your bearings, trying to understand where you might be. When Vrana, all of a sudden, you just feel a hand on your shoulder, a heavy hand on your shoulder. That just kind of like goes to there and squeezes a little bit too hard. And as you kind of look up, you just hear the voice of Utif. Who says, "Well, you have managed to get through the house, and finally you will fulfill your great destiny towards our great lord." Speaks something backwards. Do any of you speak Orcish?
No.
No, not Orcish, I don't
Oh,
think.
no.
Oh no, Orcish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she does.
You speak Orcish?
I think she does.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she
Cool.
does.
Double check. Nice. Very cool. The two of you just hear this rasp, very sort of lip heavy language come out of this individual. Rika, you recognize this as Orcish, and he just turns around and says, "We have 3 new ones to present to the Lord. We're going to bring them to the castle. Come." From behind some of the woods, from behind some of the trees, there is a group of half-orcs that come out, dressed in a sort of similar, well, a familiar kind of attire to what some of you recognize. These strangely flamboyant in design clothes with cloaks like wrapped around the neck quite a lot of times, large trousers and very very sort of intricate designs, embroideries within the clothes that you can't really take the time to try and recognize. But you do remember that you've seen individuals dressed like this before in the tavern. Well, actually, I think it would only be Rana and Kiss who would notice this. And Rana, if you remember, these are the individuals that appeared to take particular interest in you. As they come out of the woods, there's about 10, 15 of them. Crossbows, daggers, short swords. These guys are like, this is an ambush. They are ready to take you in by any means necessary. And these individuals start they kind of leave and they start rounding up on the three of you. And Otiv kind of turns you and says, in common, I apologize that we had to meet this way, but it is our job to bring individuals to our Lord.
Kiss is gonna throw one of the pieces of the barrels at Otiv's feet and like growl, "You can take your apology and shove it up your ass."
This one still has fight in him. Well, let's kick this out. As for this piece of wood, I'm sure that the Wizards of the Wine will be quite happy to have it. And there's a chuckle that kind of runs across the group. As four individuals start making their way to you, Kiss.
No, please, Kiss. Shut the fuck up for a moment. Otiv.
The other hand of Otiv just goes in front of your mouth. You don't need to talk here. You only need to see what's going to happen to you. There is a sound of wings batting. Otiv suddenly looks up. There is a change in his expression, as there appears to be a group of bats flying above the group. Otiv looks up and says, "No, but no meant to be here. We are going to bring them to you." The group of bats dives in, seems to multiply, swarms around the 15 individuals. There are screeches from these half-orcs that you don't think humanoids could let out, that pierce through the air, as one by one they drop down dead. The green color of their skin and sort of the green and gray color of their skin gone from those that impacted the floor, as if they have been completely devoided of whatever it is that runs under their skin that gives their skin pigmentation. Small marks appear all across their necks, their faces, as you just see horrified looks as these bodies drop. And then this swarm wraps around Otiv. Otiv just kind of lets go of you, Vrana, screeches at the top of his lungs, and eventually drops down too. The swarm falls to the floor. These bats start to morph together in a way. And where used to be Otiv, and where used to be this swarm of bats, there is now one individual. One individual wearing a long, lavish cape, black cape. You see him from the back as he has hair about shoulder length, swept back. And as he turns around, you see what could be the face of an elf, but perhaps is the face of just a very beautiful human. Very angular bone structure. Long fingers, but in sort of like an embellished way. A big red ruby that holds the cape in place. Underneath the cape, there is this rich looking, again, very lavish, beautiful leather clothing, leather like waistcoat with golden embroidery all over. As this individual appears to be unarmed, and is just, as he turns around, is just cleaning the sides of his mouth. As turns to you and says, "Well, I do apologize that you were welcomed into the land in such a horrible manner. It is not the custom of Barovia to have the individuals that come into the land to be greeted in such a strange way. I am sorry that you crossed paths with Otiv. He was a fool, always had been. No longer a problem, it seems. You provided some interesting entertainment during your time in the house. Again, deeply sorry that you had to go through it, but it seems that Otiv was bent on bringing new playthings over, and it seems that the three of you were selected this time. I suppose introductions are in place. My name is Strahd von Zarovich. I am the ruler of this land, and you will do well to remember that. But anyway, business to attend. If you ever desire to reach me, just remember that I am the land and the land is me. I know what happens here. I keep an eye out. This, well, kind of looks around to the group. 16 individuals dead. Says, this was a necessary ordeal. But well, welcome to Barovia. As he kind of just turns again into a swarm of bats, flies up into the air, disappears, leaving you surrounded by 16 corpses that are dry of blood. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Fuck.
Oh no, he's hot.
Isn't he
Oh,
always?
no. Oh no,
He is always.
we gotta kill the hot guy. Oh no.
Cool. Let's take like 10 or 15 and then we'll be back.
Ah,
Okay.
Jesus,
See you
so
in a bit.
good. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Hello. Welcome back. We've all had refreshments. We're all ready to continue. And one of the things that happened that I said off stream after, like during the break, is that by completing the Death House, our players are now level 3. So we thought
Yay!
we would do the level up live as well, because that could be fun. So with that in mind, let's all roll your Constitution modifiers.
There you go. It's a 5.
Nice.
It's a 8.
So 5 plus 3. Woohoo, there you go.
And Rika, what did you get? What did you get, Rika?
I don't. D&D Beyond fucking. I'm sorry, it's anxiety central for me.
That's fine. Have you set your level to 3 on your character?
Yeah.
Great. So now roll a d10 if you're taking another level in Ranger.
That's a 9.
Great. And then you go to modify HP and you just add a 9 to the rolled HP.
Okay.
That's it. And I believe for some of you, that means subclass,
I have my subclass now.
which I know what everyone is doing, I think. So let's keep that as a bit of a secret, just to be fun.
Yeah.
Ooh. Right. Awesome. Oh, look at all that HP. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Everyone rolled really well as well on HP. Holy hell. Was that 8, 5, and 9? So that's good. It's a good round for everyone. Well done.
That's some good HP there.
It is. Let me know once everyone is done with that.
I'm reading my new stuff.
I did everything I had to.
Yeah, same.
Great. Stick, are you happy to continue? Or
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
okay.
reading the new stuff that I got because this paragraph is long.
yeah, you have some new stuff. You have some new stuff. But great. With that in mind, we kind of focus back on you guys being you guys are surrounded by 16 corpses. An individual naming himself Strahd von Zarevich killed them all. Then welcomed you to the land of Barovia, and then turned into a swarm of bats and disappeared. Just a regular Monday night for everyone.
Yeah.
All of you are pretty tired. You have spent the majority of the day inside the house. But I would say that you take a little bit of your surroundings in. And so what you see is, as I get to the right page of what I need to read. Eventually. You see that there are towering trees here, whose tops are lost in heavy grey mist. And the block out all but a death grey light. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have the silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream. You, as you kind of like take that in, you realize that there is fog everywhere you look. It's a mist just hanging in the air. Rika, you are outside. It is impossible to tell what time of the day it is, but there is definitely what could be classified as sunlight being cast over the land. However, your skin's not burning. Your eyes aren't hurting. There is this strange sort of perception on your end that even though you are a drow and you are outside in what might be daylight, you don't feel like you are particularly affected by it. But as you sort of take all that in, you can't see beyond like a couple dozen meters before the fog obscures your vision in these woods here. At the moment, you have no sense of what is up and down. Everything just kind of like looks the same around you. You are in the middle of a forest, and you, at the moment, don't know which direction you have to take. What would you all like to do?
I guess in the midst of all of this, Vrana is just going to like sit on the floor, like crumble onto the floor, kind of just like looking vaguely in front. Nothing happening inside, really.
Kiss is gonna approach the body of Otiv, give it a little kick, and then he's just gonna crouch down and go through his pockets. They're owed 250 gold, and they're determined to get it.
Roll me an investigation check, please.
Natural 20 again.
There you go.
Where were these rolls when I was fighting against blades in the door?
This is a good use for it.
It is, yeah.
Don't worry.
Rika, what are you up to?
Rika's just watching the both of them and just kind of, she has her hands on her hips, she's looking around and she's just sighing. Just at peace with the situation, really.
Decent situation. Sure. Roll me a D100, Kiss.
D100. 72.
72. On his body, you find 120 gold pieces.
Not bad.
That's it.
Nothing else that could be interesting.
What'd you roll? Natural 20?
Yeah.
Total off?
I am taking the skin out of this guy.
Mhm.
I'm not even leaving the bones.
Yeah, that'll be easy. He has no blood.
Would that make the skin cling harder to the muscles, I guess? I wonder.
No
Maybe.
idea. Um,
Actually, it wouldn't.
I don't know. I guess I know what I'm gonna look up on Wikipedia later.
Yeah, all I know is from archaeological dead bodies. So
Yeah. Knock,
Um,
knock.
what-
It's the CIA.
what was it that you rolled? A 72 on your D8? 100?
Yeah.
Okay.
What a coincidence. He also has a whip. Oh my goodness. Who would have thought?
No, I'm gonna make you work for that whip.
No.
And it looks exactly like mine. It's the same brand and model.
You find on him as well, rolled up a piece of parchment. Similar to the ones that Vrana seems to be quite interested in majority of the time.
a piece of what?
Parchment.
Mm.
A scroll of parchment, if you would.
He's gonna open it real quick to see what's inside.
Absolute gibberish.
Yeah.
Strange symbols, strange writing. No idea.
Well, at least you keep getting spells out of this, and they place it in Brana's lap while they count the coins.
Yeah, Ran has absolutely no reaction to it. It's just like unblinkingly looking forwards.
I won't tell you what it is then.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Rika waves a hand in front of Rana. I think they broke him.
Do you think it was the house getting eaten by the ground, the people dying in the blink of an eye, or the mysterious tall fellow?
You know what? Maybe it was the rats. I do see him as someone who could be squeamish. Maybe it's like a delayed reaction.
He was a little traumatized by the giant rats in the basement.
Yeah, I figured. Well, I'm not carrying him around. He better get on his feet if he wants to come.
Are we leaving?
Well,
I mean, do you suggest digging a hole and dying there?
To be perfectly candid, I'm not even sure anymore. What are we doing? What
I
is
mean,
it that
we
we're
found-
doing in here?
trying to understand where we are, if we can find some place with people, and how to go back.
Yeah, people
Yeah,
would be great.
please, some way, any way to leave here, to get out of here. I don't know. I hadn't really dealt that much in death up until yesterday, and that was a little bit too much for me. I don't think I want to stay here if I can help it. So, thanks for the scroll, or yeah, thank you. I'll take a look at it later. Thank you.
Keys gives you like an what wanted to be kind of reassuring, but it's awkward, as if you Keys doesn't seem like the person that you used to reassuring other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very weird pat on your back, and Keys just goes, "You'll get used to it."
I hope I don't have to, if I can help it.
I don't think you have a choice.
I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to sleep, but I really, really need to get someplace that feels at least safe. It doesn't need to be as long as I can believe it is for the night.
Yeah. Keys gonna look around. We may. I was about to say we may want to track footprints of this sorry lot, but they're probably gonna lead us to whatever castle they were talking about, and I don't know if we want to go there.
Yeah, can Rika see anything else?
Sure, roll me a survival check.
Hmm.
Let's go, Ranger.
Go Ranger, go!
Go, Power
Lowest
Rangers.
fucking roll ever. That's a 7.
A 7.
Could it's late now to ask if I could give advantage. I suppose it is.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Roll again.
All
Keys
I'll
right.
take
help
this.
me.
Yeah, I'll take this as like a group check. Well, the two of you, because Vrana is just.
That's a
Oh
19.
no, I'm not checking for shit.
Is that 19?
Yeah.
Cool. You try to find tracks. You try to understand, have a vague idea of where you might need to go. With a 19, I will say that you notice that the shoes of these individuals, the 16 individuals that are around you, they are not very dirty. The soles of the feet are not very dirty, which means that they have traveled through the woods for, you believe, no longer than an hour. And from your understanding of the way that woods and traveling through them works, they probably took a path from a road into here. So you get a sense that if you follow the tracks for about an hour, less than an hour, a little bit more, you might encounter a road. And from there, roads are good, they lead places. Roads are also bad because they lead places, but it's a road versus the woods. To you.
Right, guys, I suggest we look for a road.
At this point, sure. But
So accepting.
Do
I'm
you
up for
guys
anything.
feel that it might be worth to
What?
grab a couple of these very weird and specific outfits for ourselves?
Smart choice.
It could either save us a lot of problems or give us more problems than what we bargained for.
Did you see what happened to them?
For what
Do we want the same fate?
For what I understood, that happened to them because they were annoying the Lord Ling. We don't work for him. It would just be a disguise to get, I don't know, hopefully free food and rooms in whatever inn we might run into.
I
I'm not saying to wear it now. I'm saying maybe it will come in handy. It's a uniform of some sort.
If you want to, yes, sure, we can take a couple of them.
Taking them.
But yeah, I'll help you. But we need to get out of here fast, please.
As you grab the gobs, I'm going to assume that you're grabbing one for each, one that could cover the three of you if needed.
Yeah.
You do notice that on the sort of lapel, on the left lapel of these robes, there is the symbol of it's a shield, it's a crest of a shield with at the top a castle, the depiction of a castle, and then at the front, in front of the shield, there is some sort of eagle. You think certainly a bird type creature, and it's got this sort of dark brown, dark ruby color. I have just showed you what it is.
Okay. Yeah, that might come in handy. Good work, Kiss.
Kind of about time you something.
Can we please go now, then?
Yes.
I'm not.
If you would be so kind.
Yeah, I'm not going to burn these as well. I don't
They
want
don't deserve to
the
be
woods to start trying to kill me or something.
Okay. So now that we're in Curse of Strahd, I need to know what speed you guys are traveling at. So there are three options. You can go slow, normal, or fast. Slow, you get advantage on stealth checks. Normal is normal speed, and fast you go double the speed of normal, but you have disadvantage on perception and investigation checks.
I feel like Keys would instinctually walk slower for a bit until they get kind of a hang of how the environment behaves. because we don't know where we are.
This is a group decision, so
Yeah,
you need to decide.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that at this point, I would go slowly. Bran would go slowly as well. So yeah, I think that is a good choice.
So we're traveling slow.
Yeah, for now.
Okay. In that case, an hour passes. I need someone to roll me a d20
Oh,
as you trek through the woods.
Who wants to do it?
sure. I'll take the blame. It's a 19.
Mm-hmm. Great. Then roll me another d20 in that case.
Oh fuck. Ah,
How many dragons are we gonna fight?
it's a 10.
10. Great.
Not great, I bet.
We're Barovia, nothing is great.
What would make you say that? Okay. As you travel following the pathway, or following the tracks, it starts to dawn on you that you're traveling. Yeah, obviously you're traveling slower. So, Rika, you do acknowledge that whilst it would take an hour, it's probably these individuals knowing the land, they probably traveled slightly faster than you guys are. So it'll probably take a little bit longer to get to what you think might be a road. But you do notice as you are traveling, and I'll say that Rika, you're the one that notices this. You're traveling, and through the woods you find a log, sort of like leant against a wall, maybe leant against a tree, maybe of a bit of wood that fell down. But you do kind of like out of the corner of your eye as you're walking through, you notice that inside that log, there isn't anything, so it's a hollow log. But there is a leather wrapped bundle.
Can I go see if I can grab it?
Sure. Yeah, you grab it. And it seems to be like a, like be like a normal-ish sized cube, like a backpack kind of size.
So, like, what is it?
You want to open it?
Yeah.
Okay. The bundle contains one set of common clothes, sized for a human adult. They are styled in these grays and blues. And yeah, they just seem to be common leathers and nothing too incredibly fancy. Just a top, trousers, and maybe like a vest. That's it.
So, guys, either someone was running from something or someone just made sure to have something ready when they ran? Because who hides clothes in the woods?
I don't know. Yeah, someone on the run, probably.
Would make sense.
If I had to guess, that'd be it. Yeah. Or someone preparing to go on a date, or I don't know.
A date in the woods, yeah, that sounds super safe.
Yeah, I don't know, a picnic or something. You might not have had those. I don't know.
It's a miracle you've been alive this long, both by your ways of thinking and assuming you have not just offended me.
Have I offended you at this point?
Sometimes by speaking, but I think that's natural.
I will make sure to remain quiet then. By no means do I mean to offend you. Not now, at least. Tomorrow, maybe.
God, you've gone so spineless. And then she comes up to him and she slams him into the back. Like, just like.
Slam like the bag.
Like, her hand, just like. But probably with a little too much strength behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll most likely take 2 or 3 steps back from it. And I'll be like, well, no thanks. I dress much better than this. If you don't want them, I can leave them here.
Oh no, whoever left him here now has to get new clothes. Who knows, they might fit me.
And sure, yeah. Let's take someone else's clothes and let's get a new leather pack from inside a hollow log after seeing a house get swallowed by earth and a swarm of bats killing 15 guys. Sure, let's do that. Whatever. Can we get to an inn now or something?
Hey, if the clothes grow teeth, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing we've seen today.
Yeah, you can take them then, and I'll throw the bag to you.
She'll
That's a
catch
good
him.
point.
Them, I would leave them here.
That is a good point. I'm not touching anything else from this place. Apparently, yeah, everything grows teeth. A door grew teeth. More doors grew into just plain teeth. Tooths. I don't know. It's.
All right, living scared. It's not my style. So I'm taking these clothes. But you know, if anyone sees them and wants them back, I promise you I'll give them back. Are you happy now?
That's fine by me. You can also burn them. It's the same. I just want to get away. I don't fucking care for clothes. Not
All
for
right,
those,
time
at
to keep
least.
moving then.
Thank you.
Vrana's worst day.
Yeah.
I know, man. There were rats coming out of the walls, and the fucking house just got swallowed by the earth. I don't know. Some of bats turned into a dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, at this point, Vrana is starting to believe in karma, and he's just like, I killed my first rat yesterday, and now everything around me is crumbling. I led.
I killed my first rat yesterday, and now rats are coming out of the walls.
Yeah, I've started to walk a path of violence, and now violence is out to get me.
Where will it end?
This is just step 2.
Oh dear. Right. Okay. So, do you continue to follow the tracks? The tracks definitely are. Rika, they're definitely getting slightly older from what you can gather. So you definitely feels like you are in the right direction. However, as you are traveling, you also notice that the light is reducing significantly. In here, it seems like this land, it is becoming evening very quickly. So, are you keeping up the same pace as you're traveling through the woods?
I would say so.
Great.
Same pace or normal, as in we've grown accustomed to the area a bit now?
Yeah, that could
Yeah,
be.
that's my question: is whether you're continuing
Yeah.
slow or going faster.
Yeah, I guess after an hour we didn't encounter really anything.
Yeah, just a bundle
Threatening.
of clothes. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Let's go
Um,
normal. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say it takes you about another half hour of travel, you reckon. I'll probably say that, yeah, Rika, you're the one that has a bit more of perception of like what time is when traveling. And eventually you do arrive at a road. There are black pools of water that stand like dark mirrors in and around the muddy roadway. The giant trees loom on both sides of the road, and their branches are clawing at the mist. You have arrived at a road. There are signs of a cart here that recently stopped and seemed to be coming from. I will say, Rika, because you have like noticed that the light is changing, you can kind of hazard to guess. Like, roll me a survival check with advantage. Actually, let's see what you get.
That's 22.
Amazing. It is difficult to perceive it, but as you've been walking, you've kind of been trying to take note, just out of practice of your your younger travels. You've been trying to take a note of what part of the sky is becoming darker first, so that you can kind of get a sense of whatever, like, if this land works in any way similar to others, the other they've been in. You're trying to guess like where the sun is setting, so that you can hazard to guess where north is. From there, you can start to get some directions. With a 22, you do get a good sense of where north is, and it seems like you have been traveling southward. And as you reach the road, it seems to stretch both east and west. And the tracks of this cart that is not here in front of you, there's just the tracks. The tracks are as if the cart was traveling from the west. And they stop roughly at the point where you come out of the woods.
Does it look like it went back? That it like turned away and went back, or did it just disappear?
With a 22, I'll take that. I'll take the same. Yeah, it does seem like it went back. It went back west.
All right. We found a road. There's a road, Rika. Rika, you found a road. Good job. we can get somewhere now. Someplace, some civilization, at least.
Huh. This almost seems like you ever doubted me, but okay.
I'm congratulating you. I don't know what your problem is. Sincerely, I'll keep myself quiet, as I said before.
You really don't do banter, do you?
Mm-mm.
For someone who chats so much, it's like that piece of your brain is broken.
A lot of pieces of my brain today are broken. They were broken by the circumstances, which, I don't know if you could grasp them a little bit, are quite fucked. Just a tiny bit. Okay? Just a little bit.
Right. Circumstances. Should we go west in the direction of the cart where it went? Because it went west, right?
Correct.
I guess it should be the best option.
Either that or who knows how long we're gonna walk in either direction, honestly.
Honestly, we can just guess because it's a road. Roads lead somewhere anyway, but we do hazard the whole. Maybe we go back to the castle this way. And maybe we don't want to go back to the castle.
I really don't know. If I had to guess, if there was a castle nearby, we would be seeing it.
In this fog? Good luck.
With these trees, they're like a wall.
Yeah, that's also right. I don't know. Would you rather sleep in the woods and try and get a track tomorrow morning?
There's already tracks though.
Is there only the cart's tracks, or are there also like footprints of any kind?
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation. 10.
10. There are a myriad of marks, of footprints here. Humanoid footprints. There are tracks of dogs or maybe wolves. But yeah, there is some older looking cart tracks, but yeah, it's just a bit confusing.
It's... We might need to sleep on the road anyway, because it's getting dark pretty fast. But I'm not too keen in going in the same place these guys came from, to be fair.
That's valid. So we go east.
That's
Yeah.
okay for me.
Alright, chop chop, get walking, because otherwise we will definitely be sleeping in the woods. Maybe we have one slim chance we still find an inn.
All right, let's go then.
Okay. You decide to go east. And you walk east at a normal pace for about 15 minutes, quarter of an hour. And you realize that the fog is getting denser here. It is becoming hard to breathe. The air becomes thinner while the fog becomes somewhat thicker. I need everyone to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
I technically
Hmm?
I technically don't breathe.
This is true.
Natural 20.
Noise.
You still roll though,
Okay.
Mhm.
because you feel it. While it's not affecting your ability to breathe, there is something about this fog that is just pressing on your chest.
Understood.
Natural 20, Rika, what did you get?
12.
12. Natural 1. Nice. Rika
Ah.
and Keith. Rika, you are taking short, raspy breaths as you travel through this fog, you can barely see your companions currently. Like anything beyond like 5 feet of you becomes incredibly difficult to get a sense of. Keith, there is a singeing pain on your neck as you get embraced by this fog that makes it not only hard to continue walking, as if something is grabbing you by the throat and pulling you back, but it also becomes exhausting to your body to carry on moving. Both of you are going to get a point of exhaustion.
Oh joy.
Right.
Okay.
You
It was a bad idea.
you continue walking, and sorry, no, carry on. You guys first. What would you like to do with that information, if anything?
I Kiss is gonna just bend forward a little bit with a hand around their throat and wheezing. Like they look tremendous, like severely in pain.
Can Rika see that?
Yeah, you definitely at least feel it if you get close enough to Kiss as well.
Yeah. Rika sees them bend over a little bit, and she gets a little closer and puts a hand on them. Rana, maybe it's time to, and she's coughing. Maybe it's like time to stop. I don't think we're going the right way. Do you want to die?
What do you mean? What do you mean? You said this was the right way. Let's just push.
My man, can you look at the way Kiss is standing right now? Absolutely not.
We cannot stop here. If we stop here, it's gonna get worse. We either go back to a place where the fog is not killing us, or we need to keep going and hope it's gonna lift. But we cannot stop here.
I'm not saying stop. I'm saying we go the other way.
Okay, let's push back then. Let's push back. Kiss, lean on me. I'm not very strong, but I can try to help. Here, put the top hat in front of your nose. And I do so, like a face mask.
It's fine. I can walk. It just came out of nowhere.
No, you still have the top hat in front of your face. And I'm grabbing you like by the waist, pushing you the other way.
Okay. You walk back 15 minutes. And the fog lifts somewhat. And breathing becomes easier. And Kiss, that pull, it's not gone, but it is certainly it's certainly manageable.
What happened to you?
Not sure. Just really strong pain out of nowhere.
Why is everything out here trying to kill us? Okay, I have a proposition. It's getting late. It's been a fucking hell of a day. Maybe we get a little bit into the woods. If the fog is like this on that direction, there's probably not much coming from that direction, so we'll probably be safe around here. We get in the woods, we try to hide ourselves, we camp, we sleep a little bit. And tomorrow, first thing, we try to get somewhere else and try to figure out what's going on.
DM, question.
Yes.
Weather like, since there's so much fog, it's dense, it's dark. Also, there's just not a lot of daylight hours, I presume. Is it kind of like a climate that you would have in Germanic forests, or is it a kind of climate you would have in the south? As in, is it wet? Is it damp? Because we ain't sleeping on the damn fucking floor.
Is it wet?
I love when my players ask questions that are not in the books, so I have to make it up. Okay, so
Yeah, but ask it proper. Is it moist?
oh, I am going to say because of aesthetic, I'm going to say it is a wet forest because that makes it more horror vibes. However, I will also say that Rika, you have enough experience of sleeping outside that you can muster some sort of shelter, and you all have like sleeping bags and stuff. So, you reckon between your outdoor survival skills and the wizard's ability of creating fire, you can probably create some sort of shelter that will last you the night. So, yeah. It is not raining, so there is that.
Yet.
True.
I live in this climate. That's every fucking 5 minutes. The sky lies to you.
Hey, if you roll bad enough on the d20. Yeah.
Captain Rouge.
So what do you say? Go to sleep for a while. Try again tomorrow.
Rika looks around. She looks like she's definitely contemplating on keeping the walking going. And she kind of sneers at like the moss underneath their feet. And she kind of steps on it and she's like, huh. Well, I guess. Can anybody climb trees? Has anyone slept in trees before?
Not sure.
I hadn't seen a house trying to murder me either, and I hadn't seen a swarm of bats murdering 16 people in front of me. I hadn't seen ghosts or been possessed or seen a mound of bodies or cultists. I hadn't seen a lot of shit today, and that is by far not the worst. I can try to climb a tree, if that would help.
Well, I'm just saying as we're not sleeping on the ground, because if we sleep on the ground, we're dying of hypothermia. So, you've got a choice. Either we make something that gets us up off the ground, and then you make a fire, we sort of kind of dry up, and then we can sleep. But someone needs to keep watch.
Sure, we can keep. Well, everyone needs to sleep at some point. We'll keep separate watches, I guess.
You know what? Good call. Either you two, since you two look like you're about to pass out, maybe you two sleep first. I'll climb a tree, and I'll keep watch for the first round.
Sure thing. Let's prepare camp then, and I'll start heading a bit into the woods, try to see if there are like branches or something. Vrana has never ever done this, so he'll go out of whatever basic information.
Rika provides you.
No, not even Rika provides. He just out of his own will and heart has, I don't know, read in a book or heard stories of people gathering branches, and even though he can cast fire, he'll try to like scrape two sticks together to make a spark or whatever before finally just start throwing firebolts into it so it lights up. Whatever works.
Nice.
You know,
But yeah, he'll start that process.
judging by how Vrana is, I can just imagine him picking up branches of like elderberry trees which smoke white. Like, I can imagine doing all the wrong things.
Yeah. If there are any berries around, I'll also gather them just because we'll need food. Whatever those berries are and whatever the things are. If there is anything at all, like in a 20-meter radius, I'm not going too far at all. I'll gather all the moss, everything that would keep me as comfy as possible. Light a small as hellfire that will last 5 minutes, and go to sleep immediately.
Rana, there is something that you notice that occurs as you cast Firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the Firebolts you've been casting in the Death House have been Firebolts, orange, red. This one, at least the first time you cast it, you shoot a sickly green flame out of your hand.
would I understand why, or try to?
I mean, Arcana check using your using a spellcasting modifier.
Oof. That is a. Sorry, not spells. Skills. That is a 14.
14 is enough. Finally, for the first time, you have taken some time to try and understand the sort of currents of magic that are flowing through you. That sensation that you had in the house about magic working in a strange way,
Mhm.
flowing in a strange way, is dialed up to 10 in the place that you are currently in. Whereas when you were in the house, you could feel the like outside of the house, this was a thing that was happening.
Mhm.
Right now, you feel like you are inside of that sensation. You are being affected by the current, by the way the magic flows in this place. And so that is making your spell work exactly the same way, but take on a different appearance. Because
Yeah.
of the way that you are channeling that magic, you are doing it normally as you would,
Mhm.
but is somewhat having a different aesthetic effect
Yeah.
on the spell itself.
Yeah.
I get to
Does
make
it-
fucked up. I get to make like fucked up imagery with your spells.
Yeah. Does it catch? Does it catch flame like
Yeah.
a
It's
greenish flame?
it works exactly the same. It's just green.
Yeah. No. But I mean, do like the small branches or whatever get a green flame?
Yeah.
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 Okay. I'll leave that be, and I'll try to keep the fire going.
Great. Keys, what are you doing before going to sleep?
I suppose Kiss would try to, well, first of all, see if there's enough like wood around, small branches around to create some sort of like how do I describe it? Like he he clocked the hypothermia comment that Rika made. So his intention is to make some sort of what's the lattice? Is that the name? Just
Mhm.
crossing some branches to create some sort of like bed frame that's lifted from the ground.
Yep.
So then they can roll the bed rolls on top of it. So
Awesome.
it's a little bit drier.
Yeah, you definitely find enough wood to do that. Absolutely. And the bench, do you just go to sleep?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Rika. First watch of the
She
campaign.
climbs the nearest tree for it.
Nice. Roll me a perception check. I will say Rika can also gain an inspiration for the comments about hypothermia, sleeping in trees and stuff.
Yeah.
So that feels very rangery. So take a point of inspiration for that.
Thank you.
There you go.
Uh,
And then you roll me a perception for your watch.
that's a 12 on the perception.
12. Your watch goes by quietly. You hear a very distant howling of wolves. 12 on perception. Difficult to discern the direction it came from. Kind of just echoes around the whole woods, or the section of the woods that you are in. How's Rika feeling?
She shudders a little bit, but does it sound like it's far away?
Yeah.
Okay. Then she just doesn't move.
Okay. Who'd you wake up?
She climbs down, and as she stands there for a little bit, debating, she gets like a bit of a nasty grin on her face, and she goes right for Vrana.
Hang on, you're an elf. You have trans, right?
I have what?
You have like the elven trans thing. You can
The meditation thing.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can sleep. Okay. So you could technically take 2 watches if you wanted, or if you want to just wake up Vrana, you can also do that. Absolutely.
Oh, she's definitely just waking up, right?
Poor guy hasn't been traumatized enough to.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, you wake Vrana up.
How'd you wake him up?
Oh, she takes a boot.
Yeah.
She's kind of
Nice.
nudging him like, wake up. It's your turn.
Oh my god. Vrana's going to become the real villain of this campaign.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? Maybe Strahd's not that bad after all.
No.
This is only
Yeah.
Vrana's origins, like villain origin
Yeah.
story.
Vrana is the Curse of Strahd. So yeah, he wakes up very, very shaken up. Is it time already?
She licks her finger and she kind of like holds it in the air and she goes, yeah, it says it's time.
All right, I guess I'll trust you. I just need to look around, see if there's anything going on, right?
Have you never taken watch before?
No, obviously.
Oh, you're like... Okay, so you're that kind of version. Maybe don't climb the tree. I don't want to see you back down here with broken bones. Yeah, look around on the ground. Maybe that's better. Yeah.
All right, I'll do so. Okay, and should I wake someone else up at any point, or how does this go? I feel like I should sleep a bit more in a while.
Yeah, definitely don't go for hours and hours. Like, you would just take this shift. If you start feeling like your eyesight's dropping, you start looking a little hazy, you start dropping off sleep, just wake up, kiss.
All right, I'll do so. Thanks. Sleep well. I'll try to do a good job or something. And
I'm sure. And
yeah,
then she's already rolled over. She pretends to be dead asleep.
yeah, he's going to like grab his sleeping bag and just like curl himself up against the tree, just kind of looking at them, and just because he read that in a book, and while he's taking his shift, and because he read that in his Wizarding 101, he'll take one of the spell scrolls and one of the pages of his tome, and he'll start copying them just as he sees them.
Sure.
and he'll take that time to slowly copy it throughout his turn.
Yeah, roll me a perception check. I will say with disadvantage because you are focusing on
obviously.
something else.
Yeah, a 10.
Nice. Roll me d20.
Yeah, a 1.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Okay, a 1. Sure. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum.
Everything's gonna be fine.
As you are copying your spells, or as you're copying this spell into your book, you're copying. And you have dark vision, so you can see in the dark, but suddenly you realize that you can see a little bit of color in the page that you're copying from. And you sort of like, it seems to be coming from above your left shoulder. And as you look to the as you sort of look to the side, there is just this figure. That is, it's got like a small face. The individual itself seems to be quite small, maybe a halfling. Sunken cheeks, pretty much translucent. And as you look to the side, it looks back at you. The eye sockets are empty. And it just hisses, "No one will ever know that you died here." And then just disappears.
Oh, so fast. Like first of all, as I look to the side, I'll probably not scream so I can hear that. But as soon as it says that, I'll just on all fours crawl towards Rika and towards Giz, like, oh my god, what's going on? Please, no, please get me out of here.
Rika just slams a hand over his mouth, like, okay, please fucking stop.
I don't want to say anymore.
Are we under attack or not?
What the hell is going on here?
And I'll just point towards the place where that happened.
Okay, you're pointing at an empty space. What the fuck are you pointing at?
It was another specter or something, or what? I don't know.
Kiss is gonna groggily stand up and
I really don't want to stay here. I really don't want to stay here. I really want to go. I don't know.
All right, looks like we're walking, but also care to explain what exactly you saw aside just a specter? Did it do something?
I don't know. It was very small, sunken eyes, absolutely pale. Just looked at me and whispered that this would be the place where I'll die. Me specifically, not us. Okay, not the three of us, me specifically. Okay, and I don't know. I mean, I can't keep watches alone. At least.
Yeah, we'll teach you, I think. Because you
Oh
will
no,
do it
no, no,
alone.
no, no more teaching. I'm done with teaching. I've learned enough about everything about this place, about life, about death, about whatever. I'm meant to be here selling customer packages, not watching gore and bloodshed in specters and being possessed and keeping watch. Specifically, not keeping watch, I guess.
Rika just takes a deep, deep breath, and then she holds his face with both her hands, and she goes, "Listen, this is the hand you've been dealt by fate. This is where you are now, and I do not like people that don't pull their own weight, not even sheltered ones like you, and I promise you, I will teach you how watch goes, because I quite like my sleep, and I'm not putting it only on Kiss. You are going to share some of the weight. Okay?"
Sure,
That's
but
better.
but not alone. Not now. Not tonight. At
No, no, no,
least.
not tonight, but we'll teach you, and then you'll do it alone.
Or what do you want me to say?
There's nothing really
That
to
I'm
say,
made for
Varna.
this?
Well, you're
You're not.
clearly not.
Nobody really is.
Well, yeah, I am not. I am not. I obviously want to be of service and I want to help, but and I want to survive, and we have survived together for now, and I want to contribute to that, but I it's going too fast for me. Everything is moving too fast.
It's alright, you'll learn, you'll hit the ground running, whatever. Well, you know what helps during these times? We walk. Does that sound about right?
No, I gotta sleep. Sorry.
You just said you were gonna walk. Well, then that
No,
is what we're gonna do.
I I can't stay in this place in general, not this specific place. I don't know. I've seen one too many specters for the night, and for the day, and for it's just too much.
Mhm. With wide eyes, she just turns to Kiss with like the ghost of a smile on her face, like barely keeping it together. And she goes a little close to Kiss. Are you better at handling toddlers than I am? Because I'm not.
Rika, cut the man some slack. I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but stop. Brana, you gotta learn. You either learn or you die. Alright?
Yeah. All right.
Alright. Get some sleep. Rika, you sleep too. It's my turn. Is there
Alright.
anything in the corner where Brana said the ghost appeared? Nothing
Nope.
left? Alright.
Nothing left.
Yeah, I'll try to get some sleep, but I'll slowly try to get my things a little closer to Rika's, since she's sleeping too.
Okay.
And I'll
Yes.
cover my head as well.
As you go to sleep, Verona, you find it easy to almost summon the shadows towards you as you're trying to like close your eyes and get some sleep. Try to just focus on clearing up your mind.
Mm-hmm.
At least sort of the inside of your, like in your mind's eye, you're able to just, in distress, just like cover it with shadow and silence.
Mm-hmm.
And you are asleep fairly quickly. Yes, roll me a perception check.
Yes, sir. Oh, it's even disadvantage because I have a point of exhaustion.
You sure do.
Perception, it's a 10.
Cool.
Would it count like I already got a long rest since I'm the last turn?
Yes, it would.
I'm using my distance.
So technically you don't have disadvantage anymore because it clears off the...
So what do I do? Do I just reroll a third time?
Yeah, just take...
Way better. No, way better. 17 plus 4. 21. Plus
Great.
4? Yes.
As your watch goes by quietly, but just as the dawn starts to break very slowly, light takes its time to grace this land. From one of the tree branches, relatively above your group, there is a bat that, when the light starts to spread, flies away. Disappears into the thinning night. Rika, during your sleep, during your trance, your mind doesn't shut off. It keeps reworking all of your past day, all of the things you've been through, all of the times you got soaked in the blood of your enemies, all of the times that you had a certain shot and you took it, all of the times that you pushed through the horrors of the house that you saw. And it's almost like even in your sleep, your mind is kind of like reworking ways that the fights could have gone, reworking ways that you could have done better, quicker, with less collateral damage. And you're starting to get some sort of affinity to these horrors, gaining some sort of, becoming somewhat impervious to the horrors that you're facing. And suddenly this land, this fog, this wherever you are, just doesn't seem as terrifying. The two of you wake up. And Keith, were you up on the tree?
Yeah, I think it was.
Cool. As you come down, as you notice that your two companions are stirring and moving and waking up, you come down. And I would like Rika and Vrana to roll me a perception check.
9.
16.
16. Vrana, you're still recovering from the events of the night before. And it's almost like you wake up and your eyes are kind of like covered in shadow, and it takes some time for it to clear up. In that time, Rika, you immediately notice as you wake up and as you look at Keith that you're looking at Keith and you see his face. And just off to the side, there is the contour of his face, his eyes, his nose, his mouth, neck. The kind of like shoulders that then merges with his body. It's almost like there is a displacement, the image of Kiss, in this sort of strangely blue color. It's almost like you're looking at two people. That's where we are going to end today.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So thank you very much, you three, for playing. Well done getting through the Death House without dying,
Thank you
mostly.
for
Mostly.
And welcome to Curse of Strahd
Proper.
as proper as it is, yes. And thank you very much for sticking with us, watching, listening, whatever it might be that you were doing whilst we were streaming. And we will be back next week with more Curse of Strahd. And we can't wait to have you here with us. Thank you. See you
Yeah.
next week. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.